After students sign their sportsmanship contract, the first thing that you'll want to have them do is draft a team. When selecting players for their Math Hits team, students will want to work in pairs, teams of two. The student and their teammate will work together to identify 12 players from the roster of cards available for their team. This includes 9 position players, 2 starting pitchers, and 1 relief pitcher. Before the draft starts, you'll want to lay out all the Math Hits cards that you have, giving students an opportunity to observe and make notes about different players' statistics. This will give them an opportunity to evaluate what they value when it comes to a player's stats and who they want to draft for their team. You'll also want to order teams in the classroom so that there's a specific draft order and selection process. You can use any criteria that you want: attendance, behavior, grades, numbers out of hat. Pick something and use it to order your teams for the draft. From there, you'll also want to decide how you want to format the drafting process. We recommend using a snake draft. Generally, this means selecting teams 1 through 10 in the first round, then 10 through 1 in the second round, 1 through 10 in the third round, and so on. The purpose of using this format is to ensure that the teams that start the draft don't get a heavy advantage over the teams that are at the end of the drafting round. Before starting the drafting process, you'll want to have students complete the lesson on player evaluation. They'll use 2 core statistics for batters and for pitchers to allow them to make informed decisions when constructing their roster. For batters, they'll look at the player's slugging percentage. This data point essentially allows students to understand how big are the hits that a player is getting on average, meaning that a player's slugging percentage that's higher represents a player who gets more extra base hits, doubles, triples, or home runs. For pitchers, students will want to look at their whip, or walks and hits per innings pitched. This data point allows students to understand that pitchers who have a higher whip allow more runners to reach base in a given inning. Once students have a fundamental understanding of these 2 statistics, they can use the data on the back of the player cards to better understand who can improve and add to their roster.